Hello, guys. Have you
Hello.
ever can hear my voices?
Yes,
Okay, thank you.
you are welcome.
Okay, hello, guys. Later, we will begin our admission briefing in a minute. So I guess most of you have already watching the video made by the Chinese student, which is quite interesting, right? So I will begin our admission briefing now. So the first, I will introduce what we will be introduced today. The first part is that I will introduce some information about the China, about the city where NPU locates Xi'an city, and also about NPU, about how to apply for the Northwestern Polytechnical University, the admission procedure, the scholarship, the eligibility, the university facility, and in the end, we will show many beautiful photos. Also, today we have invited some student ambassadors. Stacy, later she will share her experience in NPU together with me. And in the last part, I will invite my colleagues, Daisy, to introduce the program, the Chinese language program, if anyone interested. So now I will show you the information on the presentation. I will begin to show, so I will close this part. This one. And now I will share my screen. So this is the new campus, the impression of new campus of Northwestern Polytechnical University. So today, I would like to start from why you choose to study in China. Why China? China will give you some impression. The latest today of China, you may have ever heard about the high-speed channel, the high-speed railway, and also the Alipay, which is very popular in Asia and also the Southeast Asia. You may ever heard about the historical heritage of China and also the modernization of China. Here are some figures. China now is becoming a very strong country around the world. From the perspective of economy, they have the stable second GDP worldwide and also have the crucial global trade partner, more than the 4.5 trillion foreign trade value. From the education perspective, we have more than 2,000 universities and those 35 million students here. And from the technology part, in the global 500 fortune, China occupied more than 100 places. So the next part is that why you choose Xi'an. Xi'an is one of the 3 central cities in China, just like the Shanghai and Beijing. We also have historical heritage like the bell tower on the left corner. And also we are have many modern transportation and many skyscrapers, just like the Beijing and Shanghai. And also Xi'an is a very different city. It's a city where the Silk Road began, has 3,000 years old. And it's the capital city for the 30 dynasty of ancient China. It has very rich natural resources and many non-material cultural heritages. Also, China is the multi-religious city, which is quite different from the Beijing and Shanghai. We have the multicultural here, and we respect the different religions. And that's the highlight spot, is that we have many unique snacks and the cushions. So that's the location of where the Xi'an is. It's just at the center of China. It has hot summer and mild winter. It has many important manufacturer base and also the rich in the tourism resources. So let's finish about the Xi'an. This is the map of China. You can see that NPU has 3 campuses till now. We have 3 campuses. The first one is the Yuyi campus. The second one is the Chang'an campus. And the third one is close to Shanghai, which is the Taicang campus. Besides this, we have 2 innovation centers in Chongqing and Shanghai. And also there have 5 research institutes. So that's the quick glance about NPU. In 2020, NPU have already ranked in the 200 from the global ranked. And also there are several majors performed very well in the ranks, which you can see from the US News ranked the mechanical engineering and the electronics engineering, which is ranked very high. The first one is 8, the second one is the 15, and also in the AWU ranked, you can see that the aerospace engineering ranked the 2nd place of the global world. And also we create many first and best, which we could see that we have the first PhD graduates in the 6th discipline in China. We have the Asia biggest, the low-speed airfield lab, the Asia biggest underwater earthquake lab, and also we create the China first small UAV, which means that the unmanned airborne vehicle, and also the China first smart UUV. UUV means the underwater unmanned underwater vehicle. So about the majors, which you may very interested, is that we have many undergraduate program taught in English or Chinese. You could see that that's all the majors we open to the undergraduate applicants. So in the blue part is the in the blue part is the majors that are taught in the English medium, and the other part in the gray part is that taught in the Chinese medium. And there are 5 majors. They are accredited by the Washington Accord, which is the material science and engineering, the machine design, manufacturing and engineering, the electronics and information engineering, the electronic and information, and also the is computer science and technology. They are all credited by the Washington Court. Yeah, the blue star has already marks all the majors accredited. And you could also know that how the major belongs to which school. So that will be helps when you make the application online. So this page shows all the excellence of NPU. The aeronautics, the astronautics, ocean engineering, and power engineering. They are the same disciplines. And you could say that the material science, engineering, machinery, mechanics, they are the 3M. The electronics, control engineering, computer science, and software, they are the 3C. And also the science and the bioscience, they are the same disciplines from the science perspective. And also NPU also have the management, humanities and economy, laws, and foreign languages. So according to the briefing, I know that many students, you may interested several schools of NPU. So I will give you more detailed introduction. So the first one is the astronautics school. The program, Astronautical Engineering, which is taught both in English and Chinese. This program is a 4-year program. So you will learn how to complete the general education courses, the basic technical courses, and the specialized courses. And you will, after you taking all these classes, you will be capable of doing a broad range of research activities, such as the flight vehicle, conceptual design, the structure design, the flight mechanics and dynamics, spacecraft dynamics and control automatics, the control engineering, and doing the research and the development works in the other related fields. So you may also interest in the career opportunities. The graduates from the astronautics, most of them will work in the Huawei and also the ZTE, the China Aerospace Science and Technology Corporation, like that. And these are two results come out from the research works from the School of Astronautics. The first one is the Xi'an First, which is launched in the United States on April 18, 2017, and is success deployed on the May 26, 2017, using the International Space Center. And the second one is the CubeSat, which is launched by the LAN, March 7 launched vehicle. It's the world's first 12U CubeStar, and also the world's first 2U electromagnetic unlock separator, and also the world's first extra atmospheric naturally polarized light detection mission. The second school is the mechanical engineering. They provide the program named the machine design, manufacture, and automation, which is taught in English. This major is credited by the Washington Court. So students, when you learn this major, you will learn to create the international, you will learn to, you will take in class together with the Chinese student, and all the classes will be taught in English. And all of your, not all of them, most of your classes will be taught by the overseas faculty. So this school also provides the students a joint cultivation program, 3+2, which is collaborating with the French grade engineering school in Xi'an. So this major is also have the global ranking. You could see that in the QS ranking, this subject is is a 200. So here shows some of the core courses of this major. You can see that. I think some of them is very hot majors, like the robotics and also the real-time manufacturing execution system. That's the core course of these majors. And also the career direction. You could say that you could work in the scientific research institutes and the high-tech companies. The third one is the computer science school. So this school, they provide a computer science and technology, which is taught in the English. And this major is also credited by the Washington Court. Besides, they provided 2 Chinese programs, which one of them is the artificial intelligence, and the other one is the e-commerce. So this program is designed to provide a thorough grounding in the theoretical principles, the basic knowledge and skills for computer science and engineering. So the students are educated to be innovative and with international view. The graduate student will be competitive in the computer science and engineering related areas with the features of the interdisciplinary innovation and leadership. Here are some photos in the artificial intelligence, many dancing robot or soccer robots made by the students from the school. And that's the international student of NPU, a team named the Fit Fish. This team is the students from Malaysia. They are studying in the School of Computer Science, and they won the first prize of Alibaba GET Innovation Challenge. And these are some pictures from the computer science. Sorry. These are some pictures from computer science. They make big data, which is quite hard. What happened? So from this chart, you will see all the core courses of these 3 majors. I will give you a minute on this page, so you may be interested of some of them. So later, I will introduce another majors, which is quite similar with the e-commerce from the School of Management. So that major will be more like the international trade, and this e-commerce major will be more related to the computer science. So the School of Management, you could see from this global map, they have many partners, international partners from all over the world. And they join many aliens, and also they have many credit programs. For example, the marketing. Marketing is the major that I mentioned, which is quite similar with the e-commerce, but it's the cross-border e-commerce. So you could see their classes have the international marketing. They will doing the research on the consumer behavior, and also they will learn how to have the business negotiation. And this program will be taught in the Chinese. The second program is the business administration. This program is taught in English. Sorry. It's taught in English. So that's all the school introduction. So next part, I will give you a summary about the NPU. NPU is the place where have the villagers respect. We have Muslim restaurant inside the campus, and we respect all the villagers' needs. NPU is also a university will care about you. We have experienced instructors and helpful volunteers. We provide language classes for the students. Later, Daisy will give you more introduction on the Chinese language classes. So we have many partners on the companies like the Alibaba, the Huawei, and the Airbus, the Honeywell. Like I think if you have come to NPU to study, you will have many opportunities to doing the internship in these companies. So these companies, they set their branches in Xi'an city. So Xi'an is also a places where have environment for the startups. NPU is just near the Xi'an High-Tech Industrial Development Zone. And you will study how the internet enterprise work and start your own business. And you could cooperate with the several famous research centers and begin a research, apply your patent. So from the academic environment, you will enjoy to learning with the excellent Chinese students from the top 2.5 domestic Chinese students. That means that when you taking classes, you will be study with the best student of China. And here you will have chance to try to practice and learn. And you can share your culture here. Every year we will held the culture festival in the campus to let the international student to share their cultures with the Chinese student. And also you will have the chance to challenge yourself. There are many international or the Chinese competition. And we have many fabulous programs. You could learn the major and also the Chinese culture here. And the last one is the fabulous programs, is that you can win the abundant scholarship. Later, I will give you more information about the scholarship. So these are the photos of our two campuses. The left part is the Chang'an campus, and then the red part is the Yuyi campus. And here are some facilities, the library, the stadium, and the cherry blossom in the campus, and also the lakes. And here are some impression from the old campus. And here are the facilities for the student to have the classes, to have the sports. Every year we held many professional sports competition or events in the Chang'an campus. And here are the pictures of our dormitory. If you study as the undergraduate in NPU, you will have the chance to live in our equipment dormitory in the new campus, which is totally new and established in last year. So before I start to explain the admission procedures, I would like to ask Stacy, our student ambassador, to introduce her experience in NPU first. So I would like to ask Stacy. Wait a minute.
Okay, one moment.
Yes, Stacy, have you?
Yes, one moment. I'm turning it on.
Okay.
Here, can you see my screen?
Yes, we could see that.
Perfect. So, hello everyone. My name is Stacy. I'm the fourth year senior student in bachelor's program. I, sorry, yeah. I come from Ukraine, but I also lived a few years in Mongolia, where I'm currently at due to the quarantine. So yes, I'm the fourth year student in the School of Astronautics. I am a student ambassador and I'm a part of the social media team. I am the double awardee of Sunshine Scholarship, and I also won the Xi'an Scholarship. And I'm the pioneer of cultural exchange. Here you can see the award ceremony for the cultural exchange. So, why did I choose NPU? First of all, of course, I was coming from my dream. I really wanted to study space to contribute to the space research. And China seemed like a pretty good option. They have very rich culture, very strong technological development. And then I saw NPU, which is a top university. So I decided to give it a shot. Yes, of course, we study a lot. It's challenging, but interesting. Here, these are all materials for just one exam, just one. Of course, we study a lot and we study with the best. So I always encourage all my friends to look at themselves not from the perspective of international students, but to compete with Chinese, because our Chinese students have very strong background. So we want to strive for the best here, studying day and night at our lovely study room in old dormitory. So yes, but besides studying, I am also all about extracurricular life. You can say I'm an ambassador of all kinds of activities. So yes, uh, sorry. NPU offers you to join numbers of clubs, and this is a presentation. It was just, I think, the first month in NPU for a club called International Students Associations. And this club is mainly for foreign students to help each other to communicate, to blend into the culture. And also, I would say it's all about people. In NPU, you get to meet so many new and interesting people. This is another club called Baby Power. It's a dance club. They have a lot of dance directions. I'm not sure, I will not tell you the styles they do, but I'm sure you can find the suitable one for you. Also, NPU, I met my best friends, and I'm so thankful for that. Another club I'm really thankful for is Model United Nations. Model United Nations is it's a conference where students are as delegates representing some countries and
Sorry,
solving
Stacy.
different.
Sorry,
Yes.
excuse me. Do you mind to open your camera? I thought that your
Yes.
camera is mute.
One moment.
Okay, thank you.
One moment. Why do I do that? I think I can only show. Can you see me now?
Yes, we can see you.
Okay. And now can you see my screen?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. So, Model United Nations, where students as delegates can represent different countries. And that's a really great platform to develop your confidence. It's a nice travel opportunity. With Model United Nations, I visited so many different cities and I made a lot of friends. They're like family to me. They all are very good people. And it's great for networking. So here is my first conference. I was so shy. But here is the second conference in Beijing with my Chinese friends. This was another conference when I was already an assistant director. And this is the last conference from November 19. These are Chinese students from high school, and I was their director. And here is our NPU MUN team. As I said, they're all wonderful people. Okay, so the best thing about NPU is the opportunities. You can be whoever you want to be. Here, I was a model for NPU commercial a long time ago, back in the first year. Here, I was a host with my friends for another show. Here, we were representing Ukraine, I'm from Ukraine, at the cultural festival together with my friends. And here, another cultural festival, I was representing Yemen. I got a chance to be a team leader for different projects. Here, we were representing a project on ISAC. But also, I was a team leader for the NPU for that was a sports day, and we were doing cheerleading competition. We won second prize that time. So this was my team. You can be a team leader, or you can be a marathon runner. Here, it was 2019. Or you can even be a pop star. I was singing together with my band. So let's wrap it up. The best thing about NPU is it gives you opportunities. So what I want to tell you is to enjoy every single moment and every opportunity you get. You only live once, so make it count. Be kind, open, and brave. And I really hope to meet you all very soon at NPU. Yes. Thank you for your attention. Have you got any questions? You can text them in the chat box.
Anyone have questions? Okay, if someone have questions, you can give up the chat, or later we have the time to ask the question and answer. So thanks, Stacy. So your life is quite various. So I guess most of you have already can feel the various life of Stacy, and she ever been a model. So I'm very admired the model of international college, and also see you could see that we held the culture festival every year, and Stacy also attend that. So after that, we can see that there's still have time. I'd like to show more videos from our students to express their experience in NPU. So give me a minute. So I will show a student named Xi'an, and he would like to introduce his experience in NPU.
Hello.
Okay.
This is Xi'an, and my Chinese name is Xi'an. Today I'm talking about my NPU story. The story of fulfilling a dream, the story of happiness, the story of a glorious future. After completing my high school diploma, I was looking for universities in China. Some seniors who are studying in China suggested me to apply in NPU. They also added if I get admission into NPU, I'll be really lucky. I was kind of surprised by their approach. Then I searched NPU on the online. Whenever I see the ranking, the environment, and all over faculty of the NPU, I was getting mesmerized. Ultimately, I have decided to apply into NPU, although I was facing some problems regarding my application. But the admission office helped me a lot, and they are really responsible and professional too. After submitting my application, I have selected for the interview session. I was getting nervous before the time of the interview, and I was thinking like it would be a nightmare for me. But surprisingly, the time of the interview, my nervousness had gone. After the interview, almost 1 month had gone, then the final day comes. Whenever I saw the mail from the NPU office depicted that I have selected into NPU with President Scholarship, I can't control my tears from my eyes. Even I was so happy that I can't express that moment with some words. And now I'm making this video not as a prospective student, but as a student of Northwestern Polytechnical University. At this moment, we are doing online classes. Needless to say, our teachers are way more qualified and they are trying their best to tackle our studies during this pandemic. In conclusion, I can't wait anymore for living in the multicultural atmosphere with the beauty of NPU and the beauty of Xi'an City. Moreover, I'm studying my Chinese language course with my full efforts as I want to adopt Chinese culture as soon as possible. And this is the story of dream becoming true. And this is my story of NPU. Shishi.
Okay, I will give you the second one from another girls. It's from the
Hello everyone, my name is Hello Miyasara. I am 20 years old and I am from Morocco. Currently, I'm at the second year of Aeronautical Engineering School at Northwestern Polytechnical University. So before coming to China, I think as everyone, I had a big apprehension because it's a new culture, totally different from mine. It's a new city, a new country, a new continent, a new experience that will begin for me. That I am an adventurer at my heart. I travel a lot and I love discovering new things, new people. So that's why I sailed to NPU. At the very beginning, it was a bit complicated. I was a bit lost because I didn't know how to deal with things and with life here there. So thanks to John Lausha and other teachers who did everything to help us to found our way and went through it. So in NPU and within the dormitory, we feel like we are one family. We bond so strongly and sincerely that we don't feel the lack of family. We don't feel the homesickness. But now turning to the title of school ambassador, please know, dear teachers, that this is a responsibility that close to my heart. I am so proud to be a part of this NPU family that I want to grow with through students from my country, but also from the four corners of the earth to make known the warm Chinese culture, to make known the seriousness of the teachers and students at NPU, to make known all the clubs and extracurricular activities that we do within NPU. I want to talk to all future high school graduates in my country about our university and how lucky I am to be a student in it. I am a person with a very strong character who is not afraid to speak in front of people. I am a very ambitious person who is not afraid to take risks. I am used to any kind of extracurricular activity. In my high school, which is Iraqi school in Morocco, we had debates every week about a topic and we defend our point of view in front of a thousand of people. I was also part of the MUN organization. I also did my best to talk about NPU to quite a few people here in Morocco, and especially my old high school where I was. So that's why there are some new freshmen who they are the from LRT school in Morocco. I will be very proud and very happy that you give me this chance to make NPU my priority and to make it known even more and more within my country and also in the world. I will do my best to make the NPU family bigger and bigger and touch the elite in every way. There are many young people all over the world, and especially in my country, who dream of studying in China, but they do not have a lot of information about universities and majors, especially after this epidemic. Many young people are afraid to travel and do not know how online race courses are going. So this is an opportunity to publicize NPU more and more. And I think that I am suitable for this job because I am a very sociable and very smiling person. I know a lot of people, and I am sure that I am in the best position to be an ambassador of the university in Morocco. And I like all the extracurricular activities. I am very active and very hard-working student. And finally, I want to thank you all one by one for what you do for us on a daily basis, especially in this epidemic. All the teachers are doing their best with all the online courses. I know that it's not easy, nor for the students, nor for the teachers, and that's why I wanted to thank you all of you for all your efforts. And I hope your feedback will be favorable for me, and I hope to see you again very soon. Thank you so much for everything.
Okay, that's the video from the Yusra, and she have already give up the expression of the NPU. So next part, I will keep introduce the application procedures. So can anyone can see the presentation? So later, I will guide you how to make the online application step by step. So before that, I would like to introduce the details of the application eligibility and also the language proficiency requirements and also the scholarship information.
Sorry, we can't see the screen.
You can't see it? Wait a minute. Sorry, I will begin.
Yes, now we can see.
You can see that, right? So
Yep.
let me switch to the right page. Yeah, this page. Sorry. So just see this page. So this one is the application and the selection procedures. I will make it louder. So you can see that there are 5 steps on the application. The first one is you have to complete the online application form from the admission portal. I will log into the portal later. The second one is that you have to get the review result from the application committee from the admission office. We have the teachers will review your application to check whether your document is complicated and whether it can reach the requirements of major school. So the third step is that we will have the interview and qualify test, which will be conducted several benches. So the result will be noticed by the email which you register on the system. The fourth part is that the admission notice and other relevant documents will be posted to you selected if you are selected in the end. And the last part is the registration. If you already get the admission notice and other the visa documents, you can come to China and with your registration documents. And that's the 5 steps. So there are other admission requirements is that the academic performance that if you, so the first one is that you have to reach the scores which are required in the different grading system. So maybe you can see this system. There are some of the cutoff scores we showed on the screen that you have to check your cutoff scores. And the second one is that you must hold a valid passport, which is accept the China citizenship. The second one is that you have to have the good physical conditions, and your age must to under the 30 years old and before the dates of September 1st in the next year. And you also have to will complete your final year of higher education before you make the registration. And the last one is that you have the good academic result. The second one is the language requirements. The language requirements that have different requirements for the students who are applying for the Chinese language programs and the English language programs. So you could see in the chart, we accept the IELTS, the TOEFL, and the SAT, PTE, Duolingo, Cambridge Advanced Level, all the international tests, English proficiency test, we can accept it if you have reached the good scores. And also, if you are interested in the Chinese medium programs, you should provide us the HSK scores. And here, as the fee structure, you can see that for the applicants who want to apply for the Chinese medium program, you have to pay for the 20,000 RMB per year. And for the English medium program, you have to pay for the 22,000 RMB per year. And besides the tuition fee, there has the application fee and the insurance fee, and also the dormitory fee. The last one is the scholarship opportunities. Now have 2 types of scholarships for the fresh students. The first one is the Chinese government scholarship for the bilateral programs. We are the Type A university, and this is a full scholarship. We will be waived the tuition fee, the insurance fee, the dormitory fee, and also the living allowance you will get every month. So this scholarship, you have to make the application on the website of the CSC. CSC is the China Scholarship Council. You can search on the internet. And the second one is our NPU President Scholarship. It has the 3 standards. The first one is excellence. You will be waiving all the tuition fee, the dormitory fee, and also have every month you will get the 1,500 RMB per month for the living allowance. The second standard is the full scholarship. You will be waiving all the tuition fee. The third standard is the partial scholarship. You will be waiving the half of the tuition fee. The third one, the scholarship, we can't make sure this scholarship will be valid for next year. If it is valid, you will be funding for the 15,000 RMB per year for the living allowance. So all the scholarship can be applied in the NPU admission portal. So the next step, I will show you step by step how to apply for NPU. So wait a minute, I will switch to another page. So can you see the website of International College? So everyone can see the pages, the website. So the first step, that's the Chinese page of the International College. If you are if you speak English, you can switch to the English page. So from this page, you can see that this blue button is apply now. Just click it. And that's the application page. Just click register. Register to fill in your email and your password to confirm your password. After that, you can click the register to make all the steps, and then you can just log in. Because I have the password before, so I have the ID before, so I will just log in to show you the step. So I log into the succeed, so you can see your application here. Now it's blank, so I will click the apply now to make the new application. So here you can select your program. If you are the bachelor student, you can search the bachelor's degree here. Click the bachelor's degree. And if you want to learn for the English taught program, just click English. So you will see all the programs we provide. Now I'm interested in the civil engineering, which is start from the next September. And so you could confirm it's the full year, your teaching language is English, and the tuition fee is the 22,000 per year. It's from the School of Mechanics, Civil Engineering and Architecture. So if you decide to choose this major, just click apply now. And you will see there are 6 procedures to make to finish all the application. The first one, start. There have many tips here to help you finish the application. Just click start. In the left part, you will see all the information you will need to fill. The first one is the personal information. Just fill all the information which marks by this red star. Can you see that? To make sure all your information is correct, your last name, first name should be the same with your passport. And your passport should be your updated passport number. If you have changed the old passport, just let us know, because it will be impact on your visa procedures. So that's all the information, your background, your education background, your family members. So after you finish this page, just click save and next. And step by step, you will finish all these information pages. So just let me move on. So the next step is to upload the materials. Here have many blanks. You need to upload your passport photos, the scanned copy of your passport photos, and your ID photos, and your the scanned copy of your highest diploma, your transcripts, language proficiency certificates. All this is compulsory documents. You need to upload it. And for some countries, you need to provide the non-criminal records. If you are not sure whether you need to provide, you can email to our admission at nwpu.edu.cn. That's our email address. I will share again in the end. Your study plan, that's for the postgraduate student. And also the physical examination form. This one is not, is optional documents now, because when you make the registration, you will be asked to do the physical test before you make the registration in NPU. You can make it in the university hospital. So after you make all the uploaded materials, you move to the next step is the scholarship. Now is have no data, so because I didn't fill some information yet. If you complete all the information in the step 2, you will see many scholarship here, and you can click the scholarship which you prefer to apply. And next part is that make payments. As I mentioned, there has 600 application fee, so you have to make payments online. I think most of the bank card can be accepted in the system. After make the payment, is the last step is that submit your application. This one is quite important because many students, they forgot to submit, even if they fill the information in the before 5 step. The 6th one is quite important. Just remember to submit your information so that we can see your application in the system. So that's all the procedures. So if you have any question about the admission procedures, you can email us and we will give you the technical help as the first time. So I will close to this page and move to the next part. That's the last page of this of my presentation. Start from China and start from NPU. You will see many links and also our social media address. That's from the NPU International College. Just follow this social media and you will contact the admission officers at the first time. And also if you have the, sorry for that. If you have the WeChat, just add the study at NPU. You will see many latest news here. Okay, so the next part, I will show you an official video which is cameraed by the university.
Northwestern Polytechnical University, NPU, is one of the leading research universities in China, listed since the 1990s as National 211 and 985 Project University, and a double first-class Project University in recent years. Striving to become a world-class university, NPU attaches its great value and importance in contributing to the advance of the society. Located at Xi'an, it's the starting point for the ancient Silk Road, NPU is keeping abreast of the rapid changes of the city and the country, with its footprint expanding. 3 NPU campuses, including 2 in Xi'an and 1 in Taicang, near Shanghai, cover over 1,100 acres. Several research institutes and centers have been established in Beijing, Shanghai, Chongqing, Shenzhen, Qingdao, and Ningbo to enhance the cross-regional cooperation on talent cultivation, scientific research, technology development, and applications. Being married with intensive and extensive research programs and subjects, NPU researchers' diversified interests are all well satisfied. Engineering, material science entered the top 1,000th ESI ranking. In chemistry, computer science, and physics, the top 1%. Metallurgical engineering, aerospace respectively ranked 5th and 7th. Along with remote sensing and mechanical engineering, ranked 27th and 35th respectively by 2019 academic ranking of world universities. Electrical and electronic engineering, automation and control, instrument science and technology, and life science also flourish, along with social science and management. In NPU, 20 national key labs and more than 60 international joint labs fill the engine of teaching and research, together with $500 million research funding received annually. Top-level scientific papers published in international journals, including Nature and Science, witness the latest research interests and outcome of NPU. Seeking for solutions to challenges of the future, NPU initiates, organizes, coordinates, and proceeds with joint research programs from European Union QP50 Micro-Civilized Project to NPU Airbus Joint Laboratory of Additive Manufacturing. There are about 4,000 faculty members and staff in NPU, including 31 academicians and scholars, organized and sponsored by national and international top talent programs. Nearly 30,000 students from about 90 countries are encouraged to learn from the best and to be the best. 72 English programs are provided for students to achieve their bachelor, master, and PhD degrees. More than 20 schools are well facilitated for youngsters to explore their full potentials. The first joint education institution in Northwest China, Queen Mary University of London Engineering School, NPU, was founded in 2016. Students actively interact with various competitions and cooperation. They are outperforming in mathematical contests, in modeling and national model United Nations, and so on. Internships conducted in the United Nations system, such as the International Labour Organization and the United Nations Development Program, also offer them some life-changing experience. Beyond China, NPU has established an ongoing cooperative relationship with nearly 300 universities, institutions, and enterprises. To enhance the multilateral cooperation, 3 impactful international alliances have been initiated by NPU, including Belt and Road Aerospace Innovation Alliance, Belt and Road Cultural Heritage Global Alliance, and Sino-Australian Engineering Universities Consortium, with more than 120 members from 28 countries. The university also actively contributes to the development of world-renowned organizations involving the Federation of Engineering Institutions of Asia and the Pacific, etc. For a brighter future of mankind, NPU lights up the journey of discovery, guiding, challenging, inspiring, and supporting people to understand the known and explore the unknown.
Okay. Okay, now watching such a wonderful and amazing video of our university, I guess some of you just want to study at NPU, right? Okay, now my colleague Vivian, who is in charge of undergraduate program, just give us a wonderful presentation about some information about our country, our city, and application procedures and scholarship information about undergraduate program. And now let's focus on the Chinese language program. So hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Daisy, one of the admission officer of NPU International College, who in charge of Chinese language program, foundation program, and exchange program. Okay, now firstly, let me share my screen. Okay, now wait a second. Okay, now let's start to know the information about Chinese language program. Okay. I guess until now, more and more people want to come to China to know more information about China, development about China. I guess Chinese language is one of the best medium for you guys to know more about our country. So our university just offer Chinese language program for all the applicants. And this page just show the program introduction. Our Chinese language program, if you choose this program, you can learn the Chinese language authentically. And we will provide language grouping based on your personal ability. And also we have small class sizes. So for each class, there are just around 15 to 20 students in one class. And also we will provide you guys the HSK training class provided for free. And also this program is a good stage for you to experience time-honored history and culture. We offered Chinese events and lectures, traditional sports class, folk customer class, Chinese architecture class, tea ceremony class, Chinese handicraft class, etc. And also we provide cost living and learning environment for you. Vivian just show you some pictures about our wonderful landscape of our campus. When you study at NPU, you just feel like study at a big garden. Now this page just show you some scenery about our university. We have the largest Asia's water library, and this is our student, and also any other scenery for you. And also, we provide home-like dormitory. We have kitchen and laundry room on each floor. And also, our language center has equipped with professional teaching equipment. Okay. And these slides just show some pictures about language program. And all the students you can see on this slide are just students from our program. We offered several class for you, such as we can see on the slide. We have tea ceremony class. We can know some information about tea culture and drinking and try to study how to do it. And also we have some manual training class, such as these two students just do the tradition stand for your classmates, I guess. And also we have some opera class. You can learn some Beijing opera or some traditional opera here. Okay, now what about the course? For Chinese language program, the subject including intensive learning, oral learning, reading, writing, and HSK training class. And besides that, we offer tea ceremony, calligraphy, traditional painting class. And you know, the Chinese language program is quite different from the degree program. I mean, the undergraduate program or the postgraduate program. The different point is that we just offered spring intake and fall intake. It means that you can start your language study from March or from the September, and you can choose study for one semester or for 1 year. So maybe now before the December the 15th, you can just apply for Chinese language for 1 semester from next year, March to July, or just apply for 1 year from next March to the March of 2022, or just applied for study for 1 semester from next September. Okay. And for class hour, the Chinese language class hours covers 24 hours per week, including 20 hours language course, 2 hours HSK training, and 2 hours cultural lectures. And all the language courses will be took in the morning from Monday to Friday. Every morning we have 4 hours class. And in the afternoon, we will take the HSK training class or the culture lecture class. And for the fees, the application fee is the same as the undergraduate program, is 600 China yuan, and which is non-returnable. The Vivian just told you. And tuition fee for 1 year study, tuition fee is 15,000 China yuan. For 1 semester is 7,500 China yuan. For insurance is 800 China yuan per year. For dormitory, for 1 month is 600 China yuan. And for next year's Chinese language program, we don't offer scholarship for you, but maybe in the next years we can offer that. And the deadline of application for autumn semester, which means that you will be start from the September, you need to apply before June 15th each year. And for spring semester, which means that you will start your study from the March, you need to apply before December the 15th. Okay, and this link is our admission application portal, and we will just give you some sample how to apply online step by step. So Chinese program is the same as the undergraduate program. You just to register and log in and choose Chinese language program. Long term means that you want to study for 1 year. And if you choose Chinese language program short term, which means that you want to study for 1 semester. Okay. Now we are under a very special situation because of the COVID-19. So some students cannot come to China to study Chinese language. So we just offered online Chinese program for you guys. Okay. For online Chinese program, you can learn authentic Chinese language at any time, anywhere, and you can explore Asian city by online tour of Xi'an. Also, we provide you a good stage to practice in the real exam situations. And you can schedule your study plan, the study time by your own time. So it will be much flexible. And for the online courses, we have 2 different kinds of course. The first one is zero-based starters of Chinese, which is just offered for students who are zero-based starters. And we can teach you the pronunciations, the useful words and sentence patterns, practical dialogues, daily topics, Chinese culture, and communication culture. So teach you some survival Chinese, I guess. And the class hour is quite different from the on-campus Chinese language program. So the class hour is 3 lessons per week. For 1 lesson is 40 minutes and about 17 weeks in total. Okay, let's close it. Okay, and for another kind of courses is HSK4 examination guidance. Okay, and this course just offered for students who already passed the HSK3 because our contents, including the task introduction about HSK4 and vocabulary study, listening, reading, writing ability, and we also just open the mock test and analysis to analyze what's your shortcoming about your Chinese study. Maybe you're listening, maybe you're reading, or you're writing, and you just can improve these kinds of aspects. And class hour is the same as the zero-based starters is 3 lessons per week, and for 1 lesson is 40 minutes, and 17 weeks in total. For phase, okay, so this online courses, we just offered some mini class. So for normal class, which means 6 to 10 students will be started in one classroom. The fee is for one person is 35 China yuan. And for mini class, which means that you will be started in 3 to 5 students classroom, and the tuition fee is 4,500 China yuan. And I have to mention that for online Chinese language program, the application fee is free. So it means that you don't need to pay 600 China yuan for application fee. And also the deadline of application, we don't have the deadline for this online courses application. So it means that you can apply it anytime, anywhere you want to study Chinese language. But I also have to mention that we have the Chinese traditional festival just around February, at the beginning of February. So if you just want to study Chinese at that time, sorry, we cannot open class for you. Okay, but besides that, festivals, you can just apply and learn Chinese anytime. And the application procedures of online program has a little difference with the on-campus Chinese language. So before you apply online, you need to download and fill the information form and send your form to ex.ifp@nwpu.edu.cn, which is service for Chinese language program. So after the registration is completed, the class will start after reaching the minimum number of students. And this form you need to fill out is just to collect your information to know some information for you. And sorry. Okay. And now I will, oh, so just wait a second, there's some problem about my computer. Okay, now let's go on. And excellent means that if you got excellent when after you finish your Chinese language program, you got excellent means that you can get higher score or excellent result. The teacher of language center will give you a recommendation letters, which will help you to apply to our undergraduate program. It will increase the opportunity you admitted. And also, if you want to apply to undergraduate program, but maybe your academic result is not required, and you just can take as foundation program, we can provide we can just improve your Chinese proficiency, professional basic knowledge, and cross-cultural adaptability. Okay. So finally, if you are interested in Chinese language program, you just can send your questions or informations or something you want to ask to this email address, which is service for Chinese language program, ex.ifp@nwpu.edu.cn. Okay, now that's all my presentation here. And I will start my sharing of my screen. And I will just send you the form of the online application. Okay, now that's all for my part. Okay, now let's move to the last session of today's briefing, this Q&A session. Now, before that, I will show you another video of our students in NPU, and you can raise questions during you watching this video about our today's briefing. Let me share my screen to see.
Okay, that's the videos, another video for all of you to share. So I can see there's just several questions. So we would like to answer that one of you that asked that if you cannot uh, register in our admission portal, um, there's some maybe some problems for the suffering. You can switch another suffering to try, or maybe you can try another time because there's maybe some problems on the internet. It also possible, or if you cannot dealing with these problems in the end, you can have a screenshot to send this technical problems by the photo to our email. We would like to help you to finish the application. So another questions, we can switch to. Another student from Singapore, he said that he graduated from the Bachelor of English. Do I still need to ask? Definitely, I think if you have the higher education which major in English, uh, I don't think you need to provide the IELTS scores anymore. I see that you have already get the bachelor degree. So, are you plan to apply for the graduate program or the undergraduate program? If you still want to have another bachelor degree, you don't need to provide for the IELTS. So if you want to apply for the postgraduate program, uh, so you only need to get the uh, accept letter from the supervisor and also other eligibility, which you can check on our website. There has the updated brochure of the 2002, the postgraduate brochure. So there's maybe other questions. Are there any HSK requirements to apply for a master degree with the full scholarship? Also, today actually is the briefing for the admission for the undergraduate student, but I can also answer you these questions. We have the requirements on the HSK if you choose to apply for the Chinese medium program. The the standard is that you have to reach the HSK4 at least to apply for all the Chinese medium major.
And for some schools, such as the some schools such as a school of management or a school of mechanics, they have the special requirements of about your language certificate. So you can just check the detailed information on our official website of NPU International College. And also, if you just want to apply to a postgraduate program, you know, we have a briefing yesterday for especially for the postgraduate student, and we have already uploaded the video of yesterday's briefing on our official YouTube. And the YouTube account is NPU with big letter and International College. Okay, you can just subscribe and then to watch the playback about yesterday's briefing.
Yes, also this name is Felita. Yes, she's asking for the full scholarship. We can't make sure whether you could get the full scholarship, but the HSK requirement is always the four at least. So if you have reached these requirements, then you can apply for the scholarship and you will have an interview later to decide whether you could have the full scholarship. So another question.
Our scholarship we even just told is just for such as
the NPU President Scholarship and international One Belt and Road International Scholarship just for new students, which means that that's two kinds of scholarship only cover your first year study. So if the first year you are self-supported students, you still have a chance to apply to our on-campus scholarship for your second year study.
Yes, it depends on your academic performance. I think all the University of China, they will only give you the first year scholarship.
Yes.
Because the limited resources will only give you to the best student. So are there any other questions? If not, we are really appreciated all of you could attend this briefing. And of course, we'll give more presentation online later if we have the opportunities. All our colleagues will give you the assistance to finish the application, and also if you have any questions to choosing the majors, you could email us. So I just forgot to emphasize our email address is the admission@nwpu.edu.cn. So if you have questions about how to apply for the undergraduate program, you just email us. For the postgraduate students, the email address is internationalcollege@nwpu.edu.cn, which you can see in the chat part. So hope you have already obtained many informations from today's briefing, and thanks Daisy with me. We would like to give you the ending today. Thanks you all. Oh, here's another question. Wait a minute.
So I mean, there are no special courses for diploma students.
Sorry.
So you mean what kind of special course? So if you apply for diploma, you can just study some Chinese language courses besides your academic course. So I guess we need to know what does the mean of the special course you just raised in your question. And any other questions? Okay, we will give you.
Yes, we appreciate all of you, and we will give you the ending today as close to our ending time. So thank you all of you. See you next time. Bye. If you have any question, just email us.
Okay, so
bye.
Bye. So looking forward to see you in our campus. Bye.